solve one problem so that I will classify these generators for which application. I said DC generator will have two types of DC generators. One is based on the lap connection and wave connection. Tell me in lap connection, the number of parallel paths are? In lap connection, number of parallel paths are equal to number of poles, right? In wave connection, number of parallel paths are equal to 2. Then, if you have a lap, if you have a wave, then which one you have to prefer? Let us see. Let us take a problem. Let us take a simple problem. A 6-pole, write down. While I am dictating, you have to write down. A 6-pole, 1200 conductors. A 6-pole, 1200 conductors, 1000 RPM. A 6-pole, 1200 conductors, 1000 RPM. DC generator operating at a flux of a 6-pole, 1200 conductors, 1000 RPM DC generator operating with a flux per pole is 20 milliweber. With a flux 20 milliweber. Flux per pole I have given. Flux per pole as 20 milliweber. Okay? Determine first one. Determine first one. Magnitude of induced EMF. First one is magnitude of induced EMF. Second one is, write down. First one is magnitude of induced EMF. Second one is generated current with a load of 10 kilowatt. Generated current with a load of 10 kilowatt. Generated current with a load of 10 kilowatt. Next question. Third one. Current passing through each conductor. Current passing through each conductor. Current passing through each conductor. Okay? Full stop. Current passing through each conductor. Full stop. After that, write down. Consider for both lap and wave. Consider for both lap and wave winding connection. चलो देखते हैं one by one. Left side I am considering lap connection. Right side I am considering wave connection. ठीक है? Left side I am considering lap connection. Right side I am considering wave connection. I hope everyone has taken the question. Now are you looking at the answer? Tell me. Yes. Please concentrate. Don't change. In lap winding, first question is what? Induced EMF. First question is induced EMF. Magnitude of induced EMF. Tell me magnitude of induced EMF is equal to what? Is equal to 5 Zn by 60 into P by N. What is 5? 20 milli. 20 milli. 5. Z. कितना? 1200. Move this line. 5 Z. N कितना? 1000 by 60. 5 Z by 60 into poles कितना? 6 by. Now you tell me how many parallel paths are there? How many parallel paths are there for a lap connection? How many parallel paths are there for lap connection? Come on. How many parallel paths are there? Very good. Sabas 6. Please tell me the answer. This 6 cancel, milli, 1000 cancel, 60, it will be 20. 0 cancel, 620, so 20 is 400 volts na? Is it 400 volts? Tell me calculation, is it 400 volts? E is equal to, yes sir, 400 volts na? Similarly, here you tell me induced EMF is equal to same 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3 into 1200 into 1000 divided by 60 into 6 by, tell me, kitna? 6 by how much? E is equal to 5 into 60 into wave winding. Number of parallel paths are equal to 2. Shabash. 2. Anyone tell me this answer? This answer. Without using calculator. Can I say 400 into 3? 400 into 3. Can I write like that? Can I say E is equal to 400 into 3? 400 into 3 is nothing but 1200 volts. I hope this is clear, right? 1200 volts. Similarly, second one. Generated current he is asking, correct? Generated current means what? I told you yesterday we have done one calculation. Generated power is equal to what? Generated power is equal to what? Generated voltage into generated current, correct? Generated voltage into generated current. From this, what is generated current? Ig is equal to, what is the generated power? It means the power which is given to the load. Kitna? 10 kilowatt is given na? 10 into 10 cube. 10 kilowatt divided by, what is the Eg value you got? Eg value you got 400, right? 400. Anyone tell me what is this answer? Ig? Ig, or you can say armature current. Both are correct. Ig or armature current, both are correct. Tell me what is the answer? 10,000 by 400. 2 zeros, 100 by 4, 25 amperes na? Very good. 25 amperes. Similarly here tell me. Similarly here you tell me. Ig or Ia equals to 10,000 divided by 1200. Tell me what is Ia value? 10,000 by 1200 kitna? 10,000 by 1200. This is E generated na? You better write like this. Eg. Then it will be very easy for you. Eg. Tell me what is Ia? 8.33 amperes. Yes. The last but not least. Yes, sir. Anyone tell me current? The third question is current carried by each conductor. Tell me what is the current carried by each conductor? Current carried by each conductor is nothing but which current? The current carried by each current is nothing but which current? Is it armature current or parallel path current? Come on, tell me. In the last lecture, I have given that derivation also. The current carried by each conductor, is it armature current or parallel path current? Come on, tell me. The current carried by each conductor is parallel path current. It means small I, correct? Small I is equal to what? Ia by A, na? Small I is equal to what? Ia by A, correct? Small I is equal to Ia by A. Yes or not? Yesterday we have derived, na? Ia by A kitna? Small I is equal to 25 by 4. How much this value, guys? 25 by 4, how much? Sorry. Number of parallel paths are 6, na? Oh shit. Because we are using here 6 poles, right? Small correction. Here we are using 6 poles, na? Therefore, number of parallel paths are equal to 6. What is this answer? 25 by 6? 25 by 6. How much? Thank you, Vaishnavi. How much? 25 by 6. 4.167. 4.167. Put it in a box. Similarly, for third case, in this, small I is equal to 8.33 by how many parallel paths we have here? How many parallel paths we have here? 2. A wala also 4.167. Correct? Just you do one thing. Just compare. See voltages. See currents. See these currents. Okay, I will tell you one by one. Tell me for the same power rating. Look at this. Underline the word power. For the same power rating, you have a lap, you have a wave. Tell me which is suitable for high voltage application? Which is suitable for high voltage application? Tell me. Lap or wave? Which is suitable for high voltage application? Yes, sir. Wave winding. High current application? High current application? High current. High current application? Lap winding. Correct? High current application? Lap winding. But you just look at the board. The current carried by the each conductor, whether it is a lap connection or a wave connection. Again I am repeating, the current carried by the each conductor, whether it is a lap connection or a wave connection, is it the same or different? For the same power rating I am telling you, for the same power rating, the current carried by the each conductor is same na? It means even though if you right now you have a lap winding machine, you have opened, dismantled, again you have rewound as a wave connection, is there any change in parallel path current? Is there any change in parallel path current? No. But what is changing? What is changing? Voltages and currents. Voltages and currents. Therefore, can I say your machine will not feel any overburden, right? Therefore, your machine will not feel any overburden, right? Can I say that? Yes or not? Come on. Therefore, can I say that your lap connection and wave connection is used depends upon the availability of the load. If the load requires high current, then I will use for lap connection. If the load is wave connection, then I will go for high voltage application. Then I will go for wave connection. I hope this is clear. Why we have two types of winding connections and what is the purpose of the two winding connections. Is this clear, everybody? If you taken this, then we will move on to the next topic. Okay? Flux per pole means the pole per pole means it is not a single pole, it is a like a pair of poles. Okay? Pair of pole is producing that much flux. Single pole it cannot produce flux. Correct or not? Are you getting my point? Single pole, is it produce flux? Single pole. Definitely minimum it requires 2. Minimum it requires 2. That is why if you see in 4 poles, the south pole is taking the flux from only 1 north or 2 norths. In a 4 pole machine, your south pole is collecting the flux from only 1 north or 2 norths. 2 norths, tell me. 2 norths, it means it is taking some amount of flux from north pole, some amount of flux from another north pole. That is called flux per pole. That is called flux per pole. When you will get the per pole word, when you will get? If you have a more than 2 means 4, like 6, 10, right or not? If you have a 2 poles, no need to use the word per pole. Directly you are taking flux from only north pole only, na? If you have only 2 poles, directly you are taking the flux from only north pole, right? If you have a more than 2, like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, then you have to say the flux drawn by the south pole from the north pole per pole. Is this clear, everybody? Shall we go ahead to the next topic? Okay. The next is a very important topic in electrical machine, that is electromagnetic torque. Electromagnetic torque. Okay. So, same I am considering 2 poles, north pole and south pole. Okay? 2 conductors are there under north pole, 1 conductor under south pole, another conductor. Tell me, under north pole which polarity? What is the polarity of induced EMF under north pole? Cross polarity. Under south pole, dot polarity. This is the induced EMF, na? I hope you understand what I said. This is induced EMF. So when the torque will produce, first of all, when the torque is produced, later we will talk about that. First tell me, if you purchase any generator, you want to connect a load or you don't want to connect a load? First tell me. Tell me one thing. If you want to purchase any generator, you want to connect a load or you don't want to connect a load? Definitely you have to connect a load. Otherwise, purchasing a generator without connecting load is no use, not at all. Okay? So, before understanding this thing, I would like to give you a small electrical network problem. Let us say 10 volts, 10 amperes. Let us say some load resistance R is there. Tell me what is the voltage polarity across this load? What is the voltage polarity across that load? Voltage across the load polarity is plus or minus only, na? This is my load resistance, right? Otherwise I will put a switch. Then you close the switch. Now it is clear. Polarity like it. Now you tell me, current is entering at a positive polarity or leaving at a positive polarity? Come on, tell me. Current is entering at a positive polarity or leaving at a positive polarity at the load side? Yes, sir. Current is entering at a positive polarity. Mark my word. Where it is leaving? Negative polarity. But in supply side, current is leaving from positive polarity and entering at negative polarity, correct? So basically, current, if it is leaves from positive polarity, what we will call it? That is a positive current, na? That is called generating current, correct or not? The current which is leaving from the positive is called generating current or positive current, right? Tell me, voltage and current both are in same direction, like what? Positive polarity, and current is also leaving from positive. Can I say both are in the same direction? Therefore, what is the power? Tell me. Voltage into current, correct? What is the power here? Both voltage and current both are same polarity, na? Same polarity means 10 into 10, 100 watts. 100 watts, correct? Now come to here. Here also power is equal to, of course, voltage into current only. Yes. But look at here. Here positive polarity of voltage is there. Here also positive polarity is there. Therefore, can I say the voltage applies across the load is 100 volts? Now what you tell me? Is it current leaving from positive or entering at positive? Come on. There current is leaving at positive or entering at positive? At the load side. Current is entering at the positive terminal or leaving at the positive terminal? Entering at the positive terminal. Tell me, if you are assuming current direction which is coming out from the positive polarity, if you are considering as a positive, if it is entering at negative, what is the polarity that you have to take? If you are taking current as a positive polarity which is leaving, when it is entering, you have to take as a negative, right? Therefore, it means 10 into minus 10. Therefore, minus 100 watts. Tell me what is the difference between these two? Polarity only. This is a positive polarity. This is the negative polarity. Tell me when you will represent a power in a negative term. Like when you will write as a polarity of power is a negative or positive. The power which is generated, that is called positive power. Power is giving, na? The power which is absorbed. The power which is absorbed. We will call it as a negative power, right? The power which is absorbing. How we will represent it is a negative only, right? Now you tell me. Your resistor is absorbing the power. That is why power is negative. Your source is generating the power. Correct or not? Your source is generating the power. That is why it is output as positive power. Now you tell me. The source is, or any objective, if it is having a positive power, it means both voltage and current will have same polarity or different polarity. Come on. If the power has positive polarity, it means both voltage and current will have same polarity or different polarity. Come on. Power is generated means both voltage and current will have same polarity. Now you tell me, I have a voltage polarities like this. This is E, this is E. Correct or not? Therefore, its current polarities also will be same or different? Under north pole, you have a positive polarity. Then, if you connect a load to this generator, then will it have same current? Huh? Same current. Here, negative voltage. This is the current. This is the current. Okay? Wait. Here, pura ki pura concept is there. Just assume one thing. Disconnect the load. Rotate the machine. Your conductors will have voltage or current or both. Disconnect the load. Rotate the conductor. Already magnetic field is there inside. Rotate the conductor. Does your conductor have only voltage or current or both? Only voltage. That is called induced voltage, na? Only voltage. That is called induced voltage. Now once if I connected a load, then the current will start. Disconnect the load, no current. Connect the load, there is a current. Okay? Now you tell me. The prime mover which is given to this generator is called which torque? Prime mover torque, na? The torque which is fed for the generator is called a prime mover torque. Yes, prime mover torque. Now, let us move on to this conductor. Okay. I want to know that what is the direction of force is acting on it. Whether force is acting on it, let us see first of all. Tell me, now once if you connect a load, your conductors are no current carrying conductors or normal conductors? Tell me, once if your load, if you connect any load to the generator, now your conductors are normal conductors or current carrying conductors? Tell me. If I connect any load to the generator, now the conductors are current carrying conductors, right? Already flux lines are flowing from north to south, correct? Already flux lines are flowing from north to south, correct? Now you are indirectly placed a current carrying conductor inside a magnetic field, right? Current carrying conductor placed inside a magnetic field, right? Now you tell me, whenever a current carrying conductor placed inside a stationary magnetic field, then what will happen? Whenever a current carrying conductor placed inside a stationary magnetic field, what will happen? Come on. Current carrying conductor placed inside a magnetic field, then what will happen? It will experience a force on it, correct? Respond everybody. It will experience a force on it. That force is called what? Lorentz force. Yes or not? How to identify the direction of force? By which law? By which rule? How to identify the direction of force? The direction of force is identified by Fleming left hand rule. Look at that. 3 fingers are mutually perpendicular to each other. Again I'm repeating. Fleming left hand rule. The thumb indicates. Come on, everybody. The thumb indicates. Anyone tell me? Force acting on the conductor. Force acting on the conductor. The point finger indicates flux direction. The middle finger indicates. The middle finger indicates current direction. Correct or not? The thumb indicates the force acting on the conductor, the direction of the force. The point finger indicates flux direction. The middle finger indicates the direction of the current, right? Now you tell me, what is the flux direction? Look at the left hand. The flux direction is from north to south. The flux direction is north to south. Okay? Current direction is into the board. Current direction is into the board. Flux direction is north to south. Current direction is into the board. Then where is your direction of force is acting? Where is your direction of force is acting now? Where is the direction of force is acting? Tell me. The force is acting downwards or upwards? Sabash. Under north side, the conductor is acting a force on downwards. But already the same conductor is acting in the upward force. This force is because of what? Can I say this force is because of the prime mover? This force is because of the prime mover. But this force you got, that force, the downward force which is acting on the conductor you got because of the load or because of the prime mover? The force acting on the same conductor in the downward direction you got because of the load or because of the prime mover? Tell me, quick. Come on everybody. Because of the load. Just you remove the load. Just you remove the load. How many torques are acting on a single conductor? Just you remove the load. How many torques are acting on a conductor? How many torques? If you disconnect the load. Observe clearly, please. Only one torque, prime mover torque. Another torque is coming into the picture when load is connected. Correct? Another torque is coming into the picture when the load is connected. Correct? When the load is connected, force is acting. Is it along in the same direction of the conductor rotation or opposite direction? Is it same direction of the conductor or opposite direction? Yes. In simply, I can show like this also. This is my rotor shaft. Okay? Who is supporting the rotation? Tell me. Who is supporting the rotation? Conductor rotation, who is supporting? Conductor rotation, who is supporting? I want to know who is the supporting person for rotating the conductor. Who is the supporting person here? Who is the supporting person? The prime over torque. Who is opposing the rotation? Who is opposing the rotation? A force called F. The force called a torque. The force called a torque. What is the difference between force and a torque? What is the difference between force and a torque? When the rotation is linear, that is called linear force. If the force is acting in an angular manner, then that is called angular force, or you can call it as a torque. Tell me, is this force is acting linearly or angularly? Is this force acting linearly or angularly? Come on. Linearly or angularly? The force is acting on the conductor, is it linearly or angularly? Yes, angular force. That is called torque. That torque name is known as electromagnetic torque. Why it is called electromagnetic torque? Reason is very simple. Look at the board. You got this opposition of force by flowing electrical parameter or mechanical parameter? Tell me. You are getting this opposition force because of the electrical parameter giving or mechanical parameter giving? Whenever if you give any electrical parameter to the conductor, then it will experiencing a force, na? That force is linear, then we will call it as a linear force. If it is an angular, then we will call it as a torque. Which torque? Electromagnetic torque. I hope it is clear now. What is meant by electromagnetic torque? Is this clear? In generator, who is supporting the rotation? Prime over torque. Who is opposing the rotation? Electromagnetic torque. Here also again we will prove. Tell me, who is cause here? First of all, who is cause? Cause means what? Who is producing the current? First you tell me. Who is producing the current? Producing, I said producing current, not drawing the current, producing the current. I said who is giving the current to the load? Is it coming from the air? Can I say electrical input? Yes, because of the prime over, you are getting induced EMF? Yes. Very good, I will write. Because of the prime over torque, tell me. Because of the prime over torque, you are inducing some induced EMF, na? Suppose if there is no load, if I give only prime over, can I say induced EMF is there? If induced EMF is there means, will it send the current automatically or you should connect the load? Primary you are giving, the conductor is producing induced EMF. Will it send the current automatically or you have to connect the load? Yes, sir. We have to connect a load. Once if you connect the load, tell me now current is flowing, right? Now the current is flowing. This current is causing what? This current is producing what? Tell me. That current is producing any force or no force? That current is producing any force or no force? Yes, sir. The force we will call it as a electromagnetic torque. Tell me, is your electromagnetic torque is opposing or supporting? Is your electromagnetic torque, is it opposing or supporting? Opposing, right? Sabash. Now you got the point. Opposing. Tell me, this TPM is called cause. It electromagnetic torque is called effect. Can I say that? That TPM or TMP, anything. That TPM, you write TPM, then no doubts. TPM is cause. Electromagnetic torque is effect. Tell me, according to Lenz's law, effect should always oppose the cause or not? According to Lenz's law, effect should always oppose the cause or not? Tell me. Yes. Therefore, tell me, our assumption of current and voltage polarities are same or different? The current and voltage polarities that we have taken, that is same or wrong? Tell me, is it correct or wrong? The polarity that we have taken for current, is it correct or wrong? Yes, come on. Respond. Yes. Therefore, in generator, the polarity of voltage and current both are same. The polarity of voltage and current both are same. I hope you have cleared this. Electromagnetic torque is opposing the prime over torque. Effect will always oppose the cause. Len's law should satisfy. Everywhere Len's law should satisfy. Okay? Whenever Len's law satisfies, then only cause will produce the effect. If there is no Len's law, there is no effect and cause. Okay? I hope this is clear, everybody. Electromagnetic torque. Any doubts? How I have taken? Just by taking an electrical example. Generating the power positive. So both voltage and current are same polarity. If you are not believing this, then what we will do? Randomly you take cross. Finally we got the same conclusion. So that is why assumption polarity is correct. Yes or not? Therefore, the rotation of the shaft is helpful by the prime over torque, but it is opposed by the electromagnetic torque. That is why whenever if you increase the load of the generator, the speed will be, because of the Len's law, reducing the prime. Of course, because of the Len's law, prime over torque will decrease. Because of the Len's law, the prime over torque will decrease. That is true. Because of the Len's law, prime over torque will reduce. It means the speed is not sufficient to meet the load requirement. Are you getting my point? The speed is not sufficient to meet the load requirement. I hope it is clear, everybody. Once if it is completed, please let me know. How to solve this problem? Then you have to increase the torque of the machine. No. Increase the prime over torque. Of course. Increase the prime over torque. How you can increase the prime over torque? What is input to the generator? Mechanical, na? Increase the mechanical power. Definitely power will increase. I mean, generated current will increase. Power also will increase. But the problem is, already you set the conductor's rating for a particular current. But if you transfer more and more current, at one particular instant your winding will be overheated and it will be damaged permanently. So that is why you need to operate according to the power. If you are giving more and more speed, the power generation is also will increase, but the current carrying by the conductors also will increase, hence the winding will damage. So to avoid that problem, always you need to maintain a speed according to the power level. Okay? Power is not sufficient, so that is why you need to generate more power. No, that is not satisfied. So is this clear, everybody? Let us see the derivation for this electromagnetic torque. Okay? So if you know your electromagnetic torque is depends on which parameters, based on that you got the doubt. Like Shivakumar, you got a doubt, right? So if you know your torque is depends on which parameters, so that if you vary that parameter, definitely your torque will improve. Let us see that one. So tell me, what is the force which is acting on the conductor? Is it BIL sin theta, na? What is maximum force? Is it BIL? Maximum force is BIL, na? Yes, sir. Like this is our machine. This is our conductor. These are our conductors. So if the machine is rotating in clockwise direction, let us say force is acting like this. Let us say the force which is acting on the conductor is like this. Yes or not? The force is acting like on the conductor tangentially only, na? All the forces are cumulatively added and finally we will get the resultant torque in that particular direction. Okay. What is the torque formula? Tell me, what is the torque? What is the torque? What is electromagnetic torque is equal to what? What is the torque relation? Tell me the torque relation. Torque is equal to? Come on, torque is equal to? Come on, torque is equal to what? Like from the schooling onwards, we might have studied that. Tell me, torque is equal to? Force into, people will say perpendicular distance. Tell me, force into perpendiculars, from where to where perpendicular distance? Yes, force into perpendicular distance. From where to where? Anyone tell me from where to where? See, whenever if I ask this question, most of the people, they won't see that. Tell me. Force into perpendicular distance only. Whenever if I ask, everybody answer like this only. That perpendicular distance is from where to where? Is it from earth to sky? Or what? From where to where? Yes, concentrate here. The force which is acting on the conductor from the center of the rotation. Are you getting my point? It is the perpendicular distance between the, look at here, this is perpendicular distance na? Perpendicular distance from the center of the rotation. Perpendicular distance from the center of the rotation. Look at here, this is our force vector, this is our center of the rotation. Now is this a perpendicular distance? Yes or not? Tell me, from here to here also, here to here also, here to here also, like this. Perpendicular distance. Yes or not? Perpendicular distance, right? Now, force is equal to perpendicular distance. What is force here? BIL. Can I write BIL is nothing but total flux divided by area of the core. What is area of the core? 2 pi r L. Already we have dealt this in EMF equation, if you remember. Perpendicular distance, BIL, sorry. Perpendicular distance from where to where? Center of the rotation to the force vector, correct? Now you tell me, is this force is acting on per conductor or whole conductors? Our Lorentz force equation, is it force per conductor or whole conductors? Tell me. The force is acting per conductor or whole conductors? I am talking about only force. I am talking about only force. Tell me, is it per conductor or whole conductors? Because we have given a statement, current carrying conductor placed inside a magnetic field or current carrying a conductor placed in a magnetic field? No. Yes. Therefore, force per conductor. What is the force units? Come on. Force per conductor. Units are Newton meter, na? Newton meter. So, this is force per conductor. Newton meter per conductor. Per conductor. ठीक है? RL gets cancelled. Phi I by 2 pi. Tell me, this I is current flowing through the per conductor or whole conductors? Come on, respond. This I, is it flowing through the per conductor or whole the conductors? That small I, is it per conductor or whole conductors? Per conductor. Therefore, what is the total current then? What is the total current then? Total current. How to write the current carried by the conductor is nothing but parallel path current. Therefore, can I write parallel path current is nothing but what? IA 2 pi into. Can I write IA by A? The current carried by the conductor is nothing but current carried by the parallel path only, na? Parallel path current carried by the conductor, both are same, na? Therefore, phi into IA by 2 pi into A, correct? Yes. Now, this is for per conductor. Suppose if I have a Z conductors, this is for, yes, I will say Newton meter per conductor. Suppose if I have Z conductors, then electromagnetic torque will be Z phi IA by 2 pi into A. Now, is this a Newton meter or Newton meter per conductor? Tell me, that is a Newton meter or Newton meter per conductor? Suppose if I have taken Z conductors. Suppose if I have taken Z conductors, is it a Newton meter or Newton meter per conductor? Yes, sir, Newton meter, because conductor gets cancelled. Okay? Now you have to do one thing. Take your induced EMF equation, E is equal to phi Zn by 60 into P by A is there, na? Yes or not? Yes, sir. That is one very important equation, and this is very important equation. I will use these two equations. I will make one relation. You will get only two formulas. Believe me, only two formulas are there. The entire DC machine questions you can solve. In the gate till now, what they've asked, only two formulas. With the help of two formulas, 3 to 4 marks is yours. gate. That's for sure. I will derive those two. That already you know that, but I want to take that relations. Once if it is clear, please let me know. Sorry, small correction. This is not Newton meter. This is Newton per conductor. Small correction. This is Newton per conductor. Force are newtons, na? But angularly it is moving with some distance, right? Angularly it is moving. That is why it is called Newton meter conductor. Come on. Now, just I am recalling the derivations that we have taken. Eg is equal to what? Phi Z n by 60 into P by A. What about your electromagnetic torque? Come on. Electromagnetic torque is what? Phi Z Ia by 2 pi into A. Correct? Now what I am saying is, convert this into phi Z Ia. Tell me. 1 by 2 pi. How to write 1 by 2 pi? How to write 1 by 2 pi? Don't know. Omega is equal to what? 2 pi n by 60, na? Can I write 2 pi n by 60? Yes or no? Tell me. 2 pi n by 60? From this, how to write this 1 by 2 pi? How to write this 1 by 2 pi? Come on, everybody, tell me. Or else leave. No, nothing will happen. I wanna rearrange this. After designing, Z is a constant, 2 pi is a constant, A is also constant. ये वाला पूरा की पूरा constant ना? K into 5. Okay. Electromagnetic torque. As we know that omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60. What is the Eg? What is Eg? Phi Z. Can I write n by 60 is nothing but omega by 2 pi? Can I write n by 60 is nothing but omega by 2 pi? Omega by 2 pi. Here also, this is flux per pole. If I have a p poles, then we have to multiply with p, na? If you have a flux per pole is phi. If you have a p poles, I will multiply with the p. Yes. P is a constant or variable once the design is over. P is constant or variable? Come on. Phi p z. Sorry, not phi p z. It is z p by 2 pi A into phi omega. Okay? First you tell me. Once if the design is over, poles are constant, conductors are constant, 2 pi is constant, A is also constant. Correct? Can I write this electromagnetic torque is nothing but K into phi into Ia. It is better to say Ka. Similarly, can I write Eg is equal to Ka into phi into omega? What is this Ka is called? Can I say, tell me, in both the cases, Ka is the same or different? In both the cases, Ka is the same or different? Both the cases, Ka is it same or different? Same. Therefore, the Ka is called armature constant. K is called armature constant. It means once if the design is over, we cannot do anything with that. Okay? Once if the design is over, we cannot do anything with that. It is always fixed. Whatever the variable parameters, K into phi into Ia, Eg is equal to K into phi into omega. Okay? Now, can anyone tell me what is the power developed? Power is equal to, can I write electromagnetic torque into omega? Can I write power is equal to electromagnetic torque into omega, right? What is electromagnetic torque? K into phi into electromagnetic torque is K into phi into Ia into omega. Yes or not? K into phi into Ia into omega. Can I write? What is K into phi into omega? Can anyone tell me? See, nothing, I didn't write any new thing. Electromagnetic torque is nothing but K into phi into Ia, na? Which I am writing like rearranging. K, phi, omega I am taking separately. Ia. What is K into phi into omega? Eg, right? Eg into Ia. Tell me, Eg into Ia is called what? Power only, na? Eg into Ia is called only power, right? This power is called what? Generated power. Yes. This is generated power. This is output power. Tell me, under ideal condition, generated power is equal to output power only, na? Under ideal condition, generated power is equal to output power. Yes? Yes. So therefore, this equation 1 and this equation 2 are called performance equations. I hope you have seen these formulas. Torque is equal to K into phi into Ia. Eg is equal to K into phi into omega. Have you heard about this previously? Academics, in your academics. Yes. You got this relation from here itself only. These two equations are called performance equations. And I am promising you that this and this is more than enough for me to solve any gate question in DC machines. Can't you remember these two? Can't you remember these two? Difficult? Is it difficult to? These two relations for recalling purpose? This will give you 3 to 4 marks every year in the gate. This will give you. We will see all the questions. Once the concepts are over, we will see all the questions. I hope this is clear. Yes? We will see all the questions in the next lecture. Today we need to complete all the basics and construction itself. Once if you know all these things, then only you can be able to solve the gate questions. Otherwise it's very difficult for you. So I'm clearing basics. So tell me, Ka is called what? Ka is called what? Ka is called what? What is Ka is called? What is Ka is called? Is it constant or armature constant? Ka is called, is it constant or armature constant? Yes, sir. Armature constant. I hope you have taken. Have you taken this?